So in this video, we will explore Meteor's file handling and the importance of Package.json in structuring your project. First, we need to understand how Meteor bundles and handles files for you. Meteor heavily emphasizes the developer experience. So back in the day, to ease building applications, you didn't have to import your files or anything. You would just place any browser or client-related code in the client directory and any backend code in the server directory, and any code that you would want to run on both the client and the server, like collections, for instance, you would place outside in like another directory. Sometimes they would call it both, um, and this was called eager loading. This method has its drawbacks as it loads directly and instantaneously, which can have certain negative downsides in terms of performance. So later on, Meteor would allow you to create a special directory called imports, where files inside it are exempted from eager loading, and files can only be loaded inside of it if you explicitly import them. I know these are big words, but we're going to show you what that means. So Meteor actually allows you to define clear entry points for your application. So the big ones are main module and test module. Okay. Uh, Client tells Meteor the main entry point for all client side code that's located in client main.js. And this where we're going to put all of the code that runs on the browser. Also, we have server, and this tells Meteor where to look for code that runs on the server side. So again, in this case, we have main.js. Lastly, we have test module. Again, it tells Meteor where to run the test files, and we're going to find all of the test related files in the tests slash main.js, as we can see here. And by setting our package.json this way, we're giving Meteor a clear map of our project structure. It knows where to start running our code on both the client and server side, and where to look for tests. This organization keeps our project clean and maintainable. So let's do a little bit of demonstration. First off, we're going to place a file. Let's call it example.js. We're going to place it inside of the client directory, and we're going to add a little bit of console log called hello world or anything you'd really like. And if we go to our application, you would find that nothing really happens, and this console log has no effect. Now, this is due to the fact that in package.json, we explicitly define that you should only listen for code in the main.js. So if we were to actually remove the import line and reload, you would find out that hello world gets triggered. And again, if we were to place a file in the server directory, let's call it I don't know, server.js, console.log. This should run on the server. And we go to our terminal. Again, Meteor automatically loads everything for you. You would find that our little console log, it shows, and this is without the need to import anything. Okay, we didn't go to main.js and told it to we didn't like import the server.js file. So if we go back to package.json and we revert what we had just done, you would find out that neither the hello world on the client side is triggered, nor the server.js and the server log is triggered. And the only way to trigger them is to like explicitly import them. So for instance, in the server, we would have to do something like this: import slash server. And as you can see, now it actually loads the file. So I just wanted to explain how Meteor loads files, and I'm going to revert these changes and re-add the main modules part and start fresh in the next video. But understanding Meteor's file loading mechanism and package.json configuration is crucial for efficient development. So in the next video, we'll build upon this knowledge as we continue developing our chat application.